Hello, everyone. So today I want to talk about, I'm going to kind of continue our talk about a victim mentality and being kind of stuck in the victim mentality. So in a previous video, I talked about the signs that you might be living in a victim mentality, and you might not even realize that you are. So in this week's video, I want to talk about how to actually get out of the victim mentality. So, as I said in my last video, people with the victim mentality usually feel that the world is against them and that there's nothing that they can do about it. You may feel sorry for yourself, or pretty much kind of live in a state of like self-pity, sadness, and sometimes even anger. You're kind of angry at the world and angry at the card that you were handed. They may blame others for their unhappiness and take little to no action to actually change their life because you may be kind of stuck in that blame game. Um, but some people that are in the victim mentality may be kind of ready to start living the way that they want to live, and they may be ready to take some steps, but they're not really sure how to do that, or where to start, or how to even kind of get yourself out of that victim mentality. So just as an introduction, my name is DeLorean Mars, and I am an anxiety coach, and I help people gain control of their anxiety so that they can live happier, calmer lives. Okay, let's get into this. How do you break free from this victim mentality? Then some people may be living in this mentality for so long they could be blaming their childhood, and just could be stuck in this for years. So let's find out how to get out of this. Number one, validate yourself. So seeking the attention from others and seeking validation from others is not really going to get you anywhere. And here's the honest truth. People get tired of validating someone who isn't taking action to better themselves. People get tired of hearing it. I hate to say that, but it's true. So here's just validate yourself. Be your own support system. Practice, your own positive self-talk and affirmations, and just be your own cheerleader for yourself. Another one could be, another way to get out of the victim mentality is to stop blaming. And of course, I'm going to say that because the victim mentality is kind of stuck in that blame game. So seriously, just stop blaming your past, stop blaming the circumstance that was given to you, stop blaming whoever it was that did you wrong. When you hear yourself going into the blaming stories, just take a deep breath and tell yourself out loud to stop. And redirect your attention onto thoughts that will move you forward and like away from those blaming thoughts. So being stuck in a victim mentality is a habit, a mental habit that you've created, and it could have been again created since childhood. But this is something that you can stop. If it's a habit, you can break that habit, you can create new habits. Another way to get out of this mentality is to take responsibility. When you're in a victim mentality, you have given all of your power to what we can call a villain, because you're the victim, so there has to be somebody who's the villain, right? So, but when you do this, you've given all your power away to that villain. And again, this could be from years ago, and that villain, you're still giving your power to that villain. So you're continuing to allow them to control your emotions years later. So blaming others for, your whatever your crappy circumstances were for your unhappiness is not really doing anything for you. So you really need to take back your power and take responsibility for your own life. You're the only one that can change your life. No one else can do it for you. And blaming and looking at the past, nothing's going to change doing that. So of course, you can't change what happened. And I'm not telling you to ignore what happened, but you can change your thoughts and your mindset and create a better life for yourself so that you can move forward. So take action. Determine what's important to you, and for you to be able to move forward, and then do what needs to be done to get yourself there. Just start doing things to get yourself moving forward. Another way to get out of the victim mentality is practicing forgiveness. And this one can be a hard one, especially if it's somebody that has done you wrong. It's really hard to forgive, but it's really necessary for your mental health. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you have to like the person or you have to like the circumstance that was, that you were in. But I am going to tell you that being stuck in negative feelings and emotions and being stuck in that resentment or vengeance or whatever the negative feelings that you're feeling, it's not serving you. And it's keeping you stuck in this unhappy mindset, as you can probably tell. So forgiveness is a conscious and deliberate decision to release these negative feelings and actually just come to peace with it. It is what it is. What happened, happened. Now let's move yourself forward. So changing your attitude and the mindset around this it's vital. To empower you need to be able to empower yourself so that you can move forward. Another way to get out of the victim mentality is turn to helping others. So when we're stuck in the victim mentality, we're all about ourselves and we're all in our own mind and, oh, poor me. The world it's all about, the world is centered around, you're centered in yourself. You're thinking about your own pain or your own things that you went through, me and you, me, and it's all about me. So consider this though, like maybe try helping others, because has there ever been a time when you helped somebody and you felt like crap about it? Probably not. When we help other people, it makes us feel good. And this can be a way to get out of our own self-centered, poor me type of world that we're kind of living in our own heads. Another one is gratitude. So how long have you been stuck in the victim mentality? Probably for a while. And some of us can say, like I said, since childhood. So that could be years that you're stuck in this victim mentality. But what if you stop to look at all the good that's happening or that has happened in your life or that's still happening in your life? Because you can't tell me that there's nothing good happening in your life. So while you've been stuck in that loop of self-pity, you may have completely overlooked all of the amazing things that have happened or that are still happening or that are just surrounding you right now. Negativity and anxiety can be very loud. And so that can be kind of all we see. And we get in that tunnel vision where we just see that negativity. But if we can, take a moment to just practice gratitude and think about all of the things, within ourselves and within our surroundings that we are just actually thankful for, it can get us moving towards a positive mindset. And lastly, be kind to yourself. And this is really hard because we are so mean to ourselves. We're such a bully to ourselves. And, if we think about the way that we talk to ourselves, we would never talk to anybody else that way. We would never talk to our friends the way that we talk to ourselves. Like, oh, you're horrible, you suck. And, all the things that we say to ourselves, we're really tough on ourselves. So this is something to really keep in mind, is that, be kind to yourself. You're trying, if you're watching this video, then clearly you are trying to move out of this victim mentality because you've caught yourself probably doing it. And just, and again, the victim mentality is a mental habit that you've created yourself, and it's a habit that you've probably had for years. But the good news is habits can be broken and you can create new habits. So that's the awesome news. But do remember that a habit that's been there for years and years is going to take some time to break, and it's going to take some time to start new habits. So you will have days that you're going to mess up. You're going to have days where you're going to still think negatively, or you're going to have days where, you still kind of fall into that blame game and you still kind of feel that resentment. And that's okay. Just know that if you're trying, you're, practicing awareness, just keep going, keep trying, and eventually, you'll be okay. Don't beat yourself up. You're human. You're not a robot. So just keep trying and keep moving forward. So if you have noticed that you are stuck in the victim mentality and feel like it's stopping you from creating the life that you want, get in contact with me. Let's have a chat and let's, get you moving forward in the right direction. As an anxiety coach, I'm actually offering a free anxiety breakthrough session right now. And I'll put that link in the description. And also lastly, I will also put a link for I have a 15-page overcoming anxiety Kickstart guide and workbook that I created. And it's a workbook that's designed to teach you how to relax your thoughts, kind of be aware of your thoughts. Sometimes we're not even aware of our anxious thoughts and how they kind of can spiral in our heads. So I will put the link to that Kickstart guide, that anxiety workbook, in the comments or in the description. And I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.